Hello students. In our early lecture we discussed about Amy Tam, his autobiographical details, his achievement as a writer of Chinese diaspora among others. There are various types of so-called writing tendencies that have that occurred in the Chinese diaspora literature. The diaspora, as we have seen, are the recent so-called phenomena that emerged in the recent days or say so-called decades. After 1960s, there was a radical change in the immigration policies in the diaspora or in the policies adopted by US, and that we have seen with serious intentions. But whatever the things are, we must find out that this so called literature brings us very close to the issues and problems that are faced by the foreign nationals in America. So, we have to go through the short story under Chinese diaspora, and that is two kinds. Let us go through the short story. For the reading purposes, the story is already been shared with you. So, it is on you that you have to read the story and find out the meaning of the story. I will try to just do some video lectures and make them interesting for your purposes. But whatever, I have given you the short summary that it will help you to understand, to get the gist and the other technical aspects of the short story, and to find out the linkages with the contemporary socio-political issues and other things. Okay, so let us go through the summary. There are two kinds. The present story is a story of visionary mother who puts her expectations in a new American society. Everyone, every Asian nation citizens or from the third world citizens, they are migrating with a better hopes for living standards. They are migrating for the better opportunities and career across the boundaries. Since America has been accepted for its innovation, for its development, for its research and other educational avenues, and it is a dream that everybody visualizes that these so-called achievements in the foreign nation will help us to prepare for the better lifestyles. So, in pursuit of better career, better lifestyle, better so-called enjoying life and career, all these has contributed to the migration of the Asian nation, and that is what it is reflected in the mother, that is in the story. Anyone can be rich. So, those who are going, they can be rich, powerful, famous, and spare good for the retirement. Means it is with a bright future, it is with lots of hopes and expectations these people are moving out into the foreign land. Among the modern changing world of communication and reality show, the story got a significance. So, in this particular context, the Chinese people who are migrating with the same intention to get the labor, to get the services, at the same time to develop their career and opportunity. But it was it was the earlier day. But now, these days, the changes that have occurred due to communication and other so called electronic media. The development in the electronic media has reflected in the TV shows and everything. The narrator and her family is a Chinese diaspora. The story can be studied as an example of a Chinese diaspora. The narrator is a female. Her mother moved to San Francisco in 1949. Auntie Lindo is one of her acquaintances. Her mother goes around to subsist the family, clean and clean the houses. She had interest on TV shows. She has adopted the household job to clean the houses, to these so-called render these services, and with an observation, with the she has come to know that there is a TV show. She has a very keen interest in TV shows. She expected her daughter to be a different achiever. The mother wished her daughter to be an achiever by performing in TV reality show. She was sent to beauty training school. So the mother sent her daughter to the beauty training school to get her makeup and everything, that she must be very good looking and handsome. But the narrator was rather unenthusiastic because the daughter cannot get the beauty she wished. The mother's expectations are not fulfilled, could not be fulfilled. See, and learn, she failed to improve the looks, haircut, skin, and just like that of Peter Pan. Okay, Peter Pan was a famous performer who is very handsome, good looking with a bob hair, and all this we have seen. See, the narrator was then told to engage in prodigy to show her intelligence to her age. She often committed mistakes of church assembly. See, the mother insisted on her to read the magazine, books, Reader's Digest, collected from various houses. She failed to answer. The mother warned to improve. The daughter must improve on herself. She should show the prodigy. She should show the intelligence as per her growing age. The mother insisted on her to read the magazine to acquire lots of knowledge, books, see, from various issues. But the daughter is failing in every avenue. The mother took efforts, sent her to a pianist teacher, Mr. Chang. See, she wished her daughter to learn music, piano playing, but her interest wasn't. She can't remember or memorize the songs. They're not happening. The keys she plays, always mistaken. The daughter could not produce the sounds. The song was forgotten in between. The notes could not find sympathy. No symphony, no music, and everything that is played on piano creates something noisy. The Chinese girl in the performance were contrasted and compared. The mother was comparing. Look their daughter, look his son, what they are doing. They have this and this, they are doing this and this, they have acquired these things. She was comparing, the mother was comparing. She had seen the visions on her TV shows. She was very fond of TV shows. The mother was always in front of TV, watching TV shows and reality shows. So she used to sit there and watch. So she was comparing her daughter. The daughter of Auntie Lindo was winner in chess. She was also contrasted. The mother was often looked down upon because her daughter, her kids were not performing, they are not showing intelligence. She was expecting too much of things. So the mother was very distressed. She felt humiliated. The narrator, the daughter, made so many mistakes. She dawdled and got few claps also when she was performing in a music show. See, the burden of the mother's expectation grew heavier and heavier on the daughter. The daughter cannot expect all these things are to be achieved. She never wished. Her interest is not there, but the mother wished that her daughter should grow, should become this and this. So the load of expectation was growing heavier and heavier. She didn't like the daughter to be a fiasco. She wished her daughter to be an achiever, an elite class, become a star. She had seen the dreams about her daughter. The mother forced her to watch a reality show. The mother was very much conscious. The mother forced her to compare and contrast, to learn from the TV shows. She was forcing her daughter. The narrator wished to her own self. She wished her daughter to develop her own self, something different, something distinct. But it is not to be. She had grown angry over her mother. The daughter had all these expectations she could not fulfill. It is an American dream to be a successful, to be an achiever. It's a dream. It's an American dream. The fellow Americans and all those who are migrating are also the victim of this American dream. He has studied in the terms. The mother had her painful past, lost daughters. The narrator and daughter had wished to be dead as her sisters. The mother-in-law flown away. See, the narrator had disappointed the mother. Same thing had happened. As her mother used to say, she wished her daughter to be dead, she also experienced the same way. The narrator was very disappointed, failed many times, and short of her all those expectations. All attempts, but the daughter wished to be her own. All attempts are being recognized, but every attempt she failed. The daughter could not perform in the proper way to achieve the dream. Thereafter, she dropped her suggestions. The mother had died. The narrator had given the piano that she played like. The mother still believed on her as a jewel. Only needs to care a genius. The daughter put things of her mother carefully when the memories of her mother crowded into her head. So this was what As the daughter has grown up, when the mother had gone, she had kept everything that her mother wished. She had everything, but she believed that only the care needs to be given. So it's a daughter mother relation that we see in the story. The story deals with the lots of heavy burdens on the kids and the daughters and changing dynamics of the domestic relations these days because of this outside pressure. Because we let them in, because we keep these lots of expectations in comparing with the other achievers and performers. See, all these things that are reflected here are part and parcel of these things. So, all we see here is an example of all that we see in Indian diaspora too. So, the expectations and heavy burdens should not be kept wherever it is in India or in abroad. So, we have to perform our best and do our best. So, it is all about the relations and domestic relations. So, with these words, I conclude here. Thank you. The critical appreciation that we will see in our next video lecture. Thank you.